The vice president will be in Tonopah, about an hour away from the valley, for an unusual groundbreaking. It's for a project that few people will even notice when it's complete.
But Team 12's William Pitts explains how that project will impact people across 2 states.
This is about as far away as you can possibly get from the vice president's office in Washington, D.C. So what's she doing out here? It has to do with something called the 10 West Link, and you've probably never even heard of it.
The Vice President of the United States flying across the country heading to Tonopah, standing in the desert, miles from, well, most everything. All for power lines?
There are tens of thousands of homes planned for this whole area in the coming years, not to mention everything that's growing in California. And for all those homes and all those people, we're going to need a lot more power.
And that's where the 10 West link comes in. At its simplest, 10 West is a bunch of big power transmission lines. That's it. And right now, they won't really even link all that much, but the hope is they will eventually.
There's a lot of empty desert out here. It'd be a great place for something like a solar farm, but the power lines are not the greatest. So that's what 10 West is, upgrading the transmission lines in hopes of attracting renewable energy.
We're seeing Arizona not only generate clean electricity, but also export it to markets around the West.
White House climate advisor Ali Zaidi says 10 West is the start of that. You can't have solar farms without the infrastructure to move the power, and 10 West is that infrastructure.
We need to be able to get that power from where it's being generated to where it can be used. These power lines are what will enable us to do that.
And since power lines can work both ways, it also means California can draw on that power too, especially during the summers when they can have brownouts.
Not only supplying Arizonans with that clean energy, but helping get that power to a critical load pocket in California. And in the process, we're going to create a whole bunch of good-paying union jobs.
Here's where 10 West will go, from Blythe, California, down south of Quartzsite, then following I-10 before coming into a substation near Tonopah. It's 125 miles of power lines, and it should be ready to go by the end of this year. In Tonopah, William Pitts, 12 News.